What are we doing there?
You're looking at the skin fold.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm fine with this.
Yeah.
Am I? I think I am. Hello, and welcome back to the Time to Go podcast with your favorite hosts, Will and Nick, where we talk about a variety of things, such as the Pope dying this morning.
Is that why you're telling me not to check the news?
That's why I told you not to check the news.
Well, because I saw it. I wake up, right, and I'm addicted to my phone. It's not good. I open Twitter, right, and on my trending thing, I've got my top three things, right? Mm-hmm. Number one, WrestleMania. That was this past weekend. I don't know when this is coming out, but, we're after Mania tonight, blah, blah, blah. So WrestleMania this weekend, that's like the first thing. Under that, Battle of Ontario, hockey playoff series, Toronto Maple Leafs and Ottawa Senators.
Yeah.
I'm not having a good time with that one. I don't like either of them, but it's whatever. And then number three below that is, the Pope died. So that's a great combination of things to start my morning with.
Yeah, I literally woke up and I walked out of my room, and my mom always has the news on in the background while she works in a different room. And I just read, Pope dies at 88. And I was like,
yeah.
What?
Well, I mean, it was kind of coming. He was not doing so hot.
Yeah, I didn't really keep up with it that much. I knew he wasn't.
I thought he was getting better, though, because he was, making appearances and shit.
Yeah, but I think that was just him being like, I'm on my way out.
Yeah.
Like, I might as well
No, real shit.
I mean, at least he got to one last Easter.
Yeah, that was cool.
He got to see Jesus reboot one last time.
I remember it was, God, were we in, third grade when they were choosing him? Because I remember in aftercare in elementary school, we were all doing our homework, and they just had, because you know how they do, gray smoke when they're deciding, and then they, have the white smoke when they do choose, or, black when they're hey, we can't make a decision yet, or something like that.
I'll search it up.
Look at, but I remember watching, on the smart board, the gray smoke coming out and blah, 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 and then they, chose him, and that was, I think we were in third grade. Third or fourth grade, around there.
I wasn't conscious.
You weren't conscious.
I wasn't conscious yet.
I remember a few things.
I remember a lot, but also not enough. I think I blocked out most of it. So, in papal conclave, black smoke signals that the cardinals have not reached a consensus on a new pope, while white smoke indicates that a new pope has been elected.
Okay. So there's no gray smoke, and I'm stupid.
Black smoke is produced by... Okay, now I was just telling you what it's made out of. But yeah, there's no gray smoke.
Okay,
I bet you just saw black smoke, and it just wasn't dark enough.
Well, I was close.
Yeah, I mean, you were close. What's crazy is that they just came out with a movie about Conclave.
Did they?
Yeah, they literally... Ralph Fiennes
is in it,
and I remember my mom went to go see it, and she was like...
I remember seeing the stuff for that. Never mind.
Yeah.
At the whatever award show it was.
The Oscars?
Yeah.
Whatever award show.
I don't know, man.
Dude, you saw...
I'm my mom's watching. I'm just walking by. I'm like, oh, that's cool, man.
I watched only for the parts that I was interested, Flow.
Yeah.
When that was cool.
Pretty cool. I don't watch them because I just get mad, and I'm like, it doesn't matter. Who cares?
Well, who cares? It's all bought out anyway. It's all rigged. I'm not even gonna lie about that.
I mean, I think Grammys are notorious for just pissing people off.
Oh, all award shows are notorious for pissing people off.
But I digress.
But yeah, Flow, I still need to watch it, but I was just excited that it got nominated in the first place.
That was very cool.
The thing that made me mad though was The Brutalist. Mm-hmm. Because you know the controversy around that, right?
I don't even know what that is.
The Brutalist, it's something about, I think, I'm trying to remember if it's about World War II or... No, it's definitely more modern than that. I think it's just about an
some
immigrant.
kind of war.
Maybe. I think it's just about an immigrant coming to America, just kind of finding his way or whatever.
Okay.
But it's super serious. I'm probably butchering the entire thing of this movie. But one of the issues...
Come for him, not me.
Well, one of the issues was that the actor couldn't get the accent down that he needed to do, so they dubbed like 90% of his stuff
Okay.
with an AI replica of his voice in that accent.
Okay.
And that was
Interesting.
that was causing some grief amongst people. In my opinion, I don't really like that.
Why don't you just get a guy that can do the accent? Or dub a guy with they did this for Darth Vader. Did
Yeah.
you the guy that
Like
like physically played Darth Vader was like an Irish guy, and then they dubbed James Earl Jones. Well,
yeah.
I guess that's easier because you never see his like mouth moving. But I'm like,
Yeah.
still, if
But
they could do this in the '70s and '80s, what are we doing here?
just get a guy that hire an actor that can do the accent.
Yeah,
Why like
real shit.
I don't
What kind?
know.
What kind of? Where was he like immigrating from? Did they ever say?
I'm pulling up the
Because I mean, it's a completely different thing. But in Top Gun, they never like say who the enemy is. They're just like, oh, the bad guy.
Okay. This is just the overview of it. Escaping post-war Europe, a visionary architect comes to America to rebuild his life,
Okay.
his career, and his marriage. On his own in a strange new country, he settles in Pennsylvania, where a wealthy and prominent industrialist recognizes his talent. Does it tell me what?
Like, does it? Like, maybe it doesn't say what country he's from, and it's just like European guy coming over after war.
Guy from Europe.
Because sometimes they just don't like to say the country, or they just don't, and it's just like generalization of it.
Oh, as a Hungarian Jewish Holocaust
Hungarian.
survivor.
Okay. Okay.
Did you hear the other half of what I said?
No.
Hungarian Jewish Holocaust
Okay.
survivor.
Okay.
Oh, Hungarian.
Hungarian. I can't be.
Oh yeah,
Now,
Hungarian.
I don't know what a Hungarian accent sounds
Oh,
like.
no,
I don't know
it's
what it
some-
sounds like, but it can't be that hard to get a
Well,
guy
you'll
that
be
can
surprised
do
at
it,
what
man.
accents can be kind of just like hard to do.
Yeah. No, that's true.
Yeah. But yeah, I didn't. I just. Well, what's funny is I walked into my mom's office and I was like, "Yo, the Pope died."
Yeah.
And then she was like, "I'm shocked it didn't happen sooner. He was not doing
Oh,
good."
yeah, he did not
And
look good.
like, I just for some reason I was just like, I just wasn't expecting. Like it wasn't on my bingo card.
No, that
you know
was,
what I mean? Like,
that was not the first thing I was expecting to wake up to
yeah,
on fucking Twitter.com.
the day after Easter.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, it's cool he made it to that. I guess.
yeah,
Right?
I
It's
mean,
pretty cool.
Didn't you also have like a meeting with JD Vance, and
Yes.
he
and-
like died hours after that or something like
Yeah.
that.
Or he was supposed to. I don't know. I didn't see that he like did it or not. Just he was supposed to, and then he like.
Yeah.
Well, because when I woke up at like 8:30, and my thing was like, oh, 4 hours ago, like it happened. So.
Yeah. So when, okay, can a pope? So whenever a new pope is
Mm-hmm.
elected or whatever, does the old one have to die? Like,
There
are they
was-
pope till they die?
Most of the time, I don't remember which one it was, but there was one that like stepped away from it, like recently, like the last few decades or so.
A pope can resign.
Yeah, it just
Go to
doesn't
canon law.
usually. I like this might be a stupid comparison, but you know how like before it was the law of like a two-term presidency,
Yeah.
like they would be like they wouldn't run for a third because George Washington did, and everyone was kind of like, I did my two and now I'm not going to do it anymore.
Yeah, everyone's
Even
just going
before it
after-
was like a law, maybe it's something like that.
It was like an unspoken rule almost.
Yeah. What was the name of the guy that did resign? Because I know one of them did.
Let's see. Historically, several popes have resigned, including Pope Celestine V
Okay,
in 1294.
that was not recent.
Pope Gregory, I don't know what that
Also not
Roman
recent.
numeral is.
Yep.
The most recent resignation of that was Pope Benedict.
Benedict. That's
What's
right.
XV1? Because X is 10, right?
10,
5,
5,
the
1,
16th?
so 16. Yeah,
Pope Benedict the 16th.
yeah.
Yeah, he resigned in 2013. That was
23
we
that's
were
more.
in,
That was the one that they replaced him with. Then.
Yep.
Okay, that was
Yep.
way more recent than I thought. Okay,
Yeah.
interesting.
I don't know why I thought they had to die. order for
It's
it to-
again, it's just most of them do it until they do die.
You know?
So
Like a bunch of our elected officials in government, they just keep going until they die.
yeah, I'm like, bro, Go be with your family. What are we doing?
Go to your
goddamn grandchildren. What are you doing?
go to your secluded island off of the off of the coast
bro,
of the Atlantic.
You have millions of dollars, bro. What are we doing?
Just, I want more. I mean, like, I wouldn't blame them if I was in an infinite money scam. I'd want it.
That is like
What I'd want?
You're big talk until you're the one getting all the money from it. So
Exactly.
I guess
So it's like,
but I'm like, bro, you don't want to be with your family, like really? You want to be arguing with other old people all
exactly.
day?
Like, at that point, we're gonna get to a point where it's just
I'd be
one
sick
generation
of their
of
shit.
people. It's gonna be one generation of people that are in the offices, and it's like, I've been fighting you for the past 30 fucking years, man. Like, you know where I'm at.
Yeah.
And then the other guy's like, what? I gotta like turn up the hearing aid. Oh,
Maybe they
man.
well, they should do something about it. You remember in government class when we were like, it was like, hey, like we had to do like if you were to add an amendment to the Constitution,
Yeah.
or something like that, what would it be? And like, I think there like 70-ish% of my class was something along the lines of like an age restriction on government.
Yes. I think. Well, I didn't really take that too seriously. What I wrote was school time cap, only 4 hours. We don't. When you're in like high school,
Banger.
dude, when you're in high school, you only need to be there for like 4 hours. Like my cousin.
There was a lot of useless shit. I
Like-
can't lie.
Like my cousin, she just turned 16 and got a Bronco for her birthday, a new Bronco with pink lettering on the front and back. Dude, it's dope as
What color
fuck.
is it? Like the rest of it?
White.
Okay, white.
It's a white Bronco with pink lettering and black
Oh.
interior. So it
So
looked
this
nice.
a newer one, right?
Yeah.
I got a question for you then. Why is the like rear windshield wiper on a Bronco? Why is it so short?
Oh, I have no idea.
Okay.
I didn't even go inside the car. I just watched them roll it out of the garage.
Okay.
It had a big bow on top. I've never seen that ever happen. I've only seen it in commercials. It was kind of cool to watch.
Bro.
I got a video of it too. I can
Yeah, you gotta show
like,
me that
like I'll
later.
just
But, bro.
but yeah, she's 16
She's 16.
and they like
What do her parents do?
I'm not going to get into my family.
Okay. Fair.
But yeah, she's in high school and she's going to graduate with her AA degree.
Mm-hmm.
And she was telling my sister that she's there actually doing class until lunch.
Mm-hmm.
I think
Damn,
it's until
dude.
lunch, or it's like half the day she's actually doing class, and then the other half she's just in study hall because all of her shit's done. And it's just like I would lose my fucking mind if I was in her position where it's like all my actual school's done, and now I just got to sit and kind of roam for another 4 hours.
Oh my god, there was the guy I worked with at the pizzeria a lot that like came down from Rochester. He said I think it was just the seniors at his school, but they basically were like there was some requirement to do it, but it was like a lot of days you can like either you show up later and you like do that half of the day kind of, or you like show up early and you do that start like half of the day and then you're done.
Yeah.
And they still like they did everything still. I'm like, bro, what are we doing?
I remember my dad was telling me about when he was in school, and like they would just let him go home. Like, I wish our school did that because
It was also like an art school thing too, because they were pretty.
yeah.
And
Like,
also like,
do you think we can say where we went to school? We graduated.
Is someone gonna shoot us in the head for saying where we are?
Let's wait a few years and then we'll
But okay, well, in
let's move and then we'll.
and my sister just asked me the other day because she's in 8th grade right now and she's gonna be going to that high school.
Yeah.
And she asked me like, hey, did you like get out early as a senior? And I'm like, we did technically, but it was like a scam, because we got out.
Yeah.
Like we did like we were done a week earlier than everyone else, but the week like that week that we got out, they were only there half the days for their exams. So it was just a scam.
Yeah. It's
And also, you're there taking your exams if you didn't get exempt.
Yeah, and it's like,
I had to show up. I had to show up a couple days because I had like two that I couldn't. I wasn't exempt from.
was I exempt from any? I think I had two that I was exempt from, which was
Okay.
weird.
Yeah.
Which was weird
I
because
had.
I missed so much school. I'm shocked I
What did
was
I have
able
to
to
take? I had to
exempt.
do math and then I had to do math and Spanish. Those are the two I had to do. Everything else I was chill with.
Dude, this was like wasn't even a year ago, and I'm already forgetting which ones I was exempt from. Like like you could tell how much I just don't give a fuck
No, I
about it
know.
anymore.
Dude, that last month we were checked the fuck out.
Dude,
All our teachers were too.
I remember I would watch. So I went on YouTube because I put a hotspot like on my phone. I would connect my iPad to
Yeah.
it, and I would watch the History Channel. There was this one guy where I would watch. I know it's weird that I'm watching the
History
History Channel, but there was this one guy that would go to these like biblical sites almost and all these famous sites, and he would kind of be like, what like happened, like what like happened here, and
Yeah.
like in some episodes he'd legitimately be with these researchers and be like, is this something you haven't seen before? And then they're
Yeah.
like, we never thought it could be like a comet coming down and like strike, because there was like one story of this town that was just like all of a sudden like blighted, and like a flash of white light happened and everything was gone.
Yeah.
And they were looking at the town, and this guy was like, that kind of looks like a crater. And they're like, it does look like a crater. And they figured out that it was like a flash, some weird thing. But yeah, so I would watch those episodes. I watched the whole show
Really.
that last month.
Probably learning a lot more in
And
that than in
Literally, I just remember being in my English class and I would watch it. Well, I'd already finished all my work. And I'd be watching it, and the teacher, she would look at my screen, see that I'm watching this, and be like, well, did you finish your work? And I wouldn't even say anything. I would just swipe up, go to the work, show that I did it all, and then she goes, okay, and I just go right back to watching it.
If you did everything, they didn't care. Like I was like my senior year, I was playing. We were playing fucking like poker and blackjack, and the whole year in the back half of the religion classes.
Yeah.
Because he was like, oh yeah, I don't care. Like he was like, just don't be on your phones, and I don't care what you do. So I didn't go on my phone because I respected him, and we just played poker and gambled.
Exactly. Just don't play, guys. Just play. Just gamble. Don't be on your phone.
Gamble in religion class.
Gamble in school, bro.
Gamble.
I never like I was offered so many times to learn how to do it.
Because I've never, and I couldn't. If we like did it right now, I couldn't remember how to do it.
Oh
But,
yeah,
like,
I
learned
know
how
it's
to do it
I know it's
because of
complicated
that.
as hell.
Yeah.
I never learned how to do it for that. I knew some people that would do it, and I was just like, I
was lost for like a solid 2 weeks learning it.
I saw people play the original Pokemon games where it's all digitized. It's like
Yes. Oh my god,
like that. And I never figured out how to pull that up.
those games are annoying as fuck to play through. By the way,
Dude, my freshman year playing games was Minesweeper. I started beating like Minesweeper in under 2 minutes on the hardest difficulty because of how good I got at it.
Yeah.
And I remember teachers, there was like one time in math class, I was like locked the fuck in, and I had a chill teacher, and so he mirrored my screen onto the projector. So the whole class is watching me play Minesweeper. It was like just freshman like algebra. And yeah, so he mirrored my screen onto the like projector so the whole class can see, and I am like locked in and like everyone goes silent because they're watching me play.
And you don't know it's up there.
I don't know it's up there. And so what happens is I was like almost done with it, and it was like I was in a weird position where sometimes in Minesweeper it doesn't give you any clues as to what, so you have to be like Hail Mary and hope, and I had to pull one of those, and I was like, oh, and everyone went, oh, and I was like, and I see it, I was like, oh, wait a second, and then the teacher was like, how long have you been playing that game? Because we were like over halfway done with the year, and I'm like, I've been playing this since the beginning of the year, and I was almost done with it in under 2 minutes. Like I would personally
speedrunning Minesweeper.
I was trying to speedrun. That's how bad it was. I was just like, I got nothing else to do. I'm just gonna speedrun Minesweeper.
Yep.
Oh,
I would watch ESPN 8 The Ocho. And they would have like the cornhole championships. They would have like frisbee. Dude, that shit was fire though. That was so fun to
Dude,
watch.
I laugh at it, but I bet it's hard as fuck to do, and I bet
Oh,
it's
yeah.
also amazing to
I
watch.
can't. I'm bad at cornhole. I'll start like when I'm up in Buffalo in the summer. I'll start locking in, and like the last couple days, I'm pretty damn good at it, and then I'll lose it again.
Dude, I was playing cornhole at my cousin's Sweet 16 with all the adults.
Yeah.
And her dad, I was playing with him, and he was doing that like spin, like he would spin it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just I wasn't even like trying to get air on it because my depth perception is so bad that I was like,
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't even trying to get air
Yeah.
on it. And there were like 2 times where I just perfectly got it in the hole, and everyone was
Love
like,
it.
yo, was like, I'm doing it the hard way.
Yeah.
Because I don't,
Because you're just throwing shit out there, basically.
yeah, but I don't like my depth perception just isn't good enough
Yeah.
to actually like do the spin and get it right, all
Yep.
that stuff. So I was just like, I'm not that good at
Yeah,
it.
you know-
But give me like a week or two of just constant.
Oh,
I
yeah.
can do it.
Yeah. Can jam.
Can't. Is
Can
that the?
jam. It's the frisbee thing.
Yeah, and you got to get
You
it
got
through like
the
a slit.
Well, there's
right?
you. So it's got the slit that you like try and throw it through,
Yeah.
but also like the opening on the top.
Yeah.
So you can like throw it across, and your partner can like jam it down. Bro, I'm like the goat.
Really.
I'm the goat.
Even
So
then.
me and my buddy that I've known
Yeah.
since I was like literally a baby, like we're goated at it together. So good.
Dude, that's how I was with pickleball. With
I'm bad at
my
pickleball,
friend.
bro.
The first time I
I
played it,
suck at pickleball. So
well, it was
bad.
like me and my friend's first time playing it, and I've known him since we were in like second grade.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know what it is, but we just decided to lock in,
Yeah.
and we were like this was gym class, and we were
Yeah.
decimating the whole like row of contingency.
Yeah.
and everyone's like, why are you all good? And it's just like, we've never played this
Yeah,
before.
you got the chemistry.
Yeah, and
You
it's
got
like,
the
I guess
chemistry.
it's either the chemistry and also just like, I don't want to say it, but like maybe that game's a little easy for me.
Yeah.
Like some sports, it's give or take on whether or not I
Yeah.
can just
But you've got it. But
Yeah.
you've got it in pickleball. Sure.
yeah.
I suck-
Like
I
dude,
suck
I
at
was doing
pickleball,
like
bro.
spinning shit. Like
Yeah,
I was
no,
like
I
I was
can't.
putting tang on that ball.
Pickleball, dude, I hit if I try to play tennis, I hit the tennis ball too hard.
Mm-hmm.
But also, I attribute this because before I ever played a game of normal tennis in my life, at my middle school growing up, in gym class, we would play tennis baseball, which is it's literally just baseball but with a tennis racket
Yeah, I
and
was about to
tennis
say.
ball, and it was fun as fuck, and I was goated at it.
I bet
I'll
it was
say
fun.
But I'm literally trained to hit this as hard as I fucking can.
Yeah.
So when I try and play actual tennis, I suck at it.
Yeah.
I just want to hit the ball because it's fun.
For some reason playing tennis was just weird for me because I think it's just the racket's so big and it's like the force of hitting the tennis ball, like my wrist just couldn't like
Dude, your wrist
adjust to
your
it.
wrist can get cooked if you're not ready for it.
Like I just couldn't, and it was just like the accuracy, because even if you do it in like such a weird way, you'll fuck up your whole serve.
Yeah.
Like I just could, but
can't do it.
pickleball for some reason is just like secondhand nature
Yeah.
to me. I don't know what.
Yeah. Well,
Like give me a practice
a
round.
little less bouncy, maybe that's it.
It could be that it's just a little less bouncy.
Yeah.
I'm just hitting a plastic ball as hard as I can. Yeah.
Nothing. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Do you
Do I?
juxtaposition? Did you hear about
Juxtaposition.
that planet that we found and how
What planet?
we think there might be signs of life on it?
Interesting. Tell me.
It's like
Tell me now.
K2 1812, whatever
Okay.
it's or no, K2 18b. Basically, I watched a Hank Green video on this
Okay.
last night.
The goat.
But basically it's an exoplanet, which Earth is an exoplanet.
Yeah.
As in like whatever. So in our like galaxy, we found a dwarf star
Yeah.
that has an exoplanet like surrounding it.
Mm-hmm.
So it gets the same amount of sun as us. It's just
Okay.
because the sun, but it's like closer to it, so
Uh-huh.
like the sun's dimmer or whatever.
Yeah.
And they were
It's
like,
closer to it and the sun's dimmer.
yeah,
Okay.
no, I mean like it evens out.
Okay.
So that would, yeah, but it's basically like 2 times or 3 times the size of Earth.
Okay.
That's-
Uh-huh.
It's really big. Okay.
Yeah.
And they were like looking at the atmosphere, and they were finding chemicals that only living creatures produce,
Mm-hmm.
essentially. But it's also like they don't know like, I think it's very possible that they could find living things on it.
Oh yeah.
Intellectual, probably not.
Well, that should be the debate instead. Because
What?
everyone's like, "Oh, do you think there's living things in the universe or not other than us?" And I think it's absolutely like insane to assume that we are the only living thing
Yeah.
anywhere in the whole universe.
Hmm.
The question is, are they on our level or are they like little bacteria whatever like we used to be?
Yeah, I think it's like because
Cuz
the
they like proved that there was life on Mars at some point. But like very very
well, it was the
basic.
water, right? They were
Yeah.
like water, which most
Well,
likely
and
leads
I'm
to.
pretty sure they like basically, I don't know. I haven't seen this in like a long time because it was years ago, but they were like, oh yeah, there was life. It was just like really stupid compared to like like it didn't develop
Oh,
nearly to the point where we are. It's like
yeah.
single cell shit, basically. But there was. But I'm like, is there something that is like on our level or even above us in terms of like development and intellectual and whatever?
I think what happened was we just developed early.
Explain.
I think that Earth, like, has humans and the animals that live
Mm-hmm.
on it. I think we just started earlier.
Okay.
That it like
Okay.
and everything else is
I know what
catching
you mean.
up.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Like one of the theories is that we're the only things,
Yep.
that we're the only living intellectual beings,
Mm-hmm.
or there are intellectual beings that do exist
Mm-hmm.
at the same time as us, but they're
Yeah.
just so far away,
Yeah.
or or there are other living things, but
Yep.
we're the only ones that intellectually developed, which does technically make us alone because we're just so far ahead of everything else.
Yeah. Or
So
like
like
like the Mars stuff got wiped out before it could develop.
yeah,
You know, like stuff like that.
and like think about it, like like human life has existed for like not a billion years, like roughly like a couple million and
Okay.
all that stuff.
Sure.
And like in the time span of the universe, let alone Earth itself, that's
Ridiculously small amount of time.
ridiculously small. But then also for us to intellectually develop as well is
Yeah.
even such a smaller fraction that it's like at the rate that we did too, that we start sending shit like up into space and it's sending out radio signals.
Mm-hmm.
Even that amount of time fraction of like us expecting to get other radio waves waves back.
Yeah.
I,
Interesting.
yeah, so it's like I think it's like a couple or like 100 light years away. Like it's far, so we're never
Oh,
gonna
yeah.
see it. And
In our
you know,
lifetime.
yeah, and I bet
Yeah.
it'll be like if we were to send a probe, it
Mm-hmm.
will like the people that made that probe will have died,
Oh yeah.
and their children would have died.
Yep. Grandchildren probably
Yeah.
dead also.
Yeah, so like it'll just be a while until we can even do anything unless we figure out how to just teleport
Yeah.
or like
To teleport.
hyperspace.
Hyperspace.
So, yeah.
Hyperspace.
Yeah, intellectual life. Do you think we'd ever find that?
I don't know. Maybe it'd be kind of cool.
It would be kind of cool. I mean, like, didn't we also? I think they also thought they found like Dyson spheres. Do you know what that is?
I've heard of it.
It's like a ring around the sun that
Oh
has
yeah,
solar
yeah, yeah.
panels.
Yep.
It's almost like infinite fuel source.
Yeah, basically.
And they think they found some
Yeah.
out in like way the hell far
Oh yeah,
away.
because there's like, oh, the light cuts out and then it doesn't, or like it gets dimmer and brighter and dimmer and brighter.
Yeah, it's like some weird thing with the light. And
Yeah.
it's like
I don't know. I'm not Neil deGrasse Tyson. I don't know, man.
I watch too many science videos for my own good, but
Smart man. Scientist. You could be. No.
yeah. Let me have a debate with Hank Green. Yeah, let me have a debate with him about all that
Rip your
stuff.
dumb ass to shreds in seconds.
I'm just like, time.
You make your 2-minute opening argument. He shreds apart everything.
Yeah, like, but yeah, I don't know. I think if we do find anything,
Mm-hmm.
do you think it'd be a threat?
I don't know. Well,
intellectual?
that's the interesting thing. I mean, us as humanity, if we are smarter than it, we are definitely gonna do some stupid shit and like colonize them,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
For better or for worse. Probably for worse,
Mm-hmm.
but yeah.
Here's what I think could be funny that we could do. which will probably be sick and twisted, and we'd be playing God. But it'd be
Uh-oh.
kind of funny. What if we go to another planet, find a single cell organism,
Uh-huh.
and like we just evolve it?
Okay, I mean that's fire, right?
We can definitely just like major progressive like evolution.
Yeah.
If we're already cloning shit and bringing shit back from the
Yeah.
dead, we can definitely find a single cell organism
But what if
and
it
be like,
what
let's
if
run it through like a million years worth of.
What if it revolts against us?
We'll
What
just
if
give it democracy.
What if it turns into Jurassic Park but aliens?
Dude, us in like
Call the AC-30 gunship down on it.
it'll be
AC-130.
dude, us in 200 years. I'm pulling up to your house, but then all of a sudden I hear a T-Rex yell at me and a giant AI cyborg run at me at the same time in a
Yeah.
UFO,
Yeah.
because scientists couldn't keep their mouths shut.
Yep, and it's just normal day.
It's just a normal day.
Normal day. Normal day.
I wonder if we'll live to see dinosaurs.
I don't know. Be kind of hype, but also not.
We're probably gonna live to see a woolly mammoth,
It'd be fire. I
Which
want to
is
see that.
weird
I actually
to
want to see
say.
that so bad.
which is weird as hell to say.
I'll pay a lot of money to go and see that thing.
We'll have a woolly mammoth on the podcast.
Sure.
We'll give it a little
Yeah.
mic.
No, it can fit in here.
Yeah, it could
can
totally
fit-
fit,
fit
in
in
here.
He comes up through the. He's like just standing in the window here. Hey guys.
Well, so they actually evolve it to where it
I was
can
gonna
talk
say they
now.
give it vocal cords.
They
and
give
can
it vocal
talk.
cords, and because elephants are definitely intelligent enough to communicate.
Yeah, but they just can't talk.
They
like
just don't have
us.
the vocal cords
Or
like us.
speak English, I should say. They make noises.
But they can
Teach-
understand English. They
We
just
taught an elephant to speak English.
dude, should that be a series?
Yeah, us.
We're teaching a woolly mammoth
us
how to
teaching-
talk.
We get the Phineas and Ferb. They made like a machine, so Perry could talk.
Yeah.
So we just take that and we like see what they're thinking and feeling.
It's almost easy to tell with them because they're very like
With what animal? Just
an
animals.
elephant.
Oh yeah,
They're very expressive.
yeah.
Yeah.
Stomp on your dumb head.
I love watching videos of baby elephants treating us like we're puppies. Because they're probably like, "Oh, it's my own little human."
Yeah,
Like, look at him.
yeah, because they're
cute.
already bigger than us.
Exactly.
Which is crazy.
Yeah, it's like watching a baby elephant like interact with a dude.
Yeah.
The elephant's just like, "Come here. Let me love you."
Fucking petting them with his trunk.
Yeah. Like that, I mean, like that's how, like I feel like any intellectual animal that sees another animal smaller than them
Yeah.
are probably like, "I like this thing.
Yeah,
This thing's cute."
yeah. How did we get onto this topic?
We were just talking about science and all that stuff.
Okay, interesting.
But yeah, we're probably definitely gonna live to see a woolly mammoth.
I want to go back. I think you used the word juxtaposition the wrong way. Explain yourself.
Isn't it just changing from one topic to another, changing
No.
direction?
No.
Or is it? Well, people say
Juxtaposition.
People say juxtaposition. I thought it probably another
Look this up.
way.
You're wrong. You're wrong.
I'll go to Google.
Guy who was exempt from his senior of high school year English class. You're wrong.
Okay, so I said juxtaposition is
You said juxtua? Hmm? Did you say juxtaposition? Is that what you said? Because I heard juxtaposition.
I thought I said juxtaposition.
Okay, maybe I misheard you.
It's
You're still wrong.
juxtaposition. It's juxtaposition.
Thank you.
See that?
And I'm right.
See that Haktua girl is getting off easy.
What do you mean getting off easy?
So the whole crypto scam thing, she's not getting
Oh
charges.
yeah. Okay. Well, I blocked Hawk Tua and like whatever her name is from my Twitter timeline because I was getting sick of it and I haven't heard about her in like months and it's been great.
I watched the podcast.
I didn't.
It is just.
Did you watch it?
Yeah, because I heard so many.
I
bad things
thought about it
it
because I'm like I don't like criticizing a lot of stuff like media like that unless I actually watch it.
Yeah.
And I can make a fair whatever of it. But I'm like I can't. I can't do it. I can't watch
It's
this.
some of the most brain dead conversations. Like I hope we're not. I hope we're not like that. We at least have.
We
some
might be
form,
like that though.
We at least have
Maybe
some
we should
form
look in the mirror.
of intellectual. Like we talk about shit that people are talking about, They just talk about shit where I'm like, who what the fuck?
What was one topic you remember from it?
I was talking about like, let me see if I can reach back.
What's the freakiest thing you've ever done?
It was shit like that. It was like weird
that's
stuff
the
like
one,
that.
I saw
like,
a clip that was something like that. I'm like, okay, cool. You know what? Good for them.
That's like an
Good for
example.
them.
That's an example of a normal ass person.
Yeah.
Some of the most normal type of person you could ever
Yeah.
think of getting podcast equipment. It's like we're normal people, but it's like we know how to have intellectual conversations about certain topics.
I would not use the word intellectual, personally.
I'd say we're pretty intellectual
No.
in just the idea of like
No.
we know how to have constructive like
I
conversations.
also
we
don't think I would use the word constructive.
What word would you say?
I don't know. It wouldn't be constructive.
Well, okay. Well, you can have conversations that would better, that would like better inform people or kind of like.
Better, and I would also not use the word.
Oh, dude, come on.
Inform. You know what word I would use? I would use the word slop, but in an endearing
But we're
way.
better than Hawk Tua. That's what I'm saying.
Maybe,
Like,
but also, if I was Hawk Tua girl listening to this, I would say ratio plus I make more money than you.
because of just 2 words.
And I did think about this, and I thought it's annoying, but maybe I'm mad that it was her and not me that said the 2 words that have set her for life.
Dude, I could
What
say
if
something.
I said the 2 words that set me for life?
I feel like for most people, you either say the dumbest shit you can think of at the most perfect time.
Yep.
And you are set for life.
Yep.
You are set for life. So easy.
And you know
or
what? Good for her.
Yeah, you know what?
Good for her.
Like, good for you. You
Because I'd be doing.
you played the game.
I'd
Like,
be doing the same shit she was.
I mean, yeah.
I'd be pulling crypto from under your dumbass's feet.
I wonder if it's like just a me
I
and
wouldn't do that.
some superiority complex in my eyes, because in my opinion I'm like, well, you got that attention, why don't you go do something good with it?
Yeah.
But instead it was just like, I got all this money from
Does
being
she still do the podcast?
Oh no, they canceled that.
Okay, I was gonna say.
I think they got like 6 episodes in.
There's
and they
no
cut
way
funding.
that shit lasted.
Also, it was like some company funded it.
Really?
Like, it wasn't like she made all this money and then bought the equipment. It was like
Yeah, no.
some company was like, we'll
that's
pay
that's
you.
where it comes from. He gets the sponsorships for it.
It wasn't
right?
even that. It was like straight up another company was
Yeah.
like, we'll just fund you.
Yeah, we'll fund you. We'll sponsor you. We'll this and that.
Yeah. And also like her sponsorship like segments. There's so many cuts. Like, you can't just like remember a fucking like paragraph.
Can read off the teleprompter, like, bro. what are you
Yeah.
doing?
So, dude, that's just an excuse, or that's just like an example of someone that was not really built
Yeah,
for having any
Yeah.
real attention like that.
but you know what? Hoes mad, I guess, and we are hoes.
We are hoes.
And we are
dude.
mad.
We are hoes, and we are mad.
Just don't crypto scam people. That can't be that hard of a
Yeah,
thing not to do.
I don't even know.
That
how
was
to-
definitely not chill of her to do.
I don't even think she knew that she did that.
That's also probably true. And also, I'm not saying it's a good thing to do it, but if you are investing in Hawk Tua coin, you kind of had it coming.
Yeah.
So hopefully they've learned their lesson.
It's like the fucking what was it? The NFT shit.
All the NFT shit, bro. I thought it was everywhere, and I thought it was never gonna go away, and then it just did.
I knew it was gonna go away so fast. Dude,
You know,
it's
okay.
dumb as
You know
hell.
what? You know what really worried me?
What?
When the Macy's Day Thanksgiving Parade said, "Hey, we're doing NFTs of the like balloon floats," and I was like, "Oh, we're fucked, aren't we?"
Like, it's one thing to have a painting from Picasso.
Yeah.
It's another thing to have a digital image
Yep.
of that painting that I could just go, oh, copy paste.
Yeah. And,
Like,
well, and again, this is also a thing where I'm like, I was saying if I can draw a monkey like that, if I can just draw a monkey and make thousands of dollars, why wouldn't I?
Yeah, that was also like a weird aspect that
But
I
also,
understood all of it.
yeah, but I would also not buy Bored Ape NFT for $50,000. You know?
Yeah, like it was so weird that they were treating oversaturation as rarity as well. Like that
Yeah,
was like so weird because it was like thousands of these Bored Ape like just fucking PNGs.
yeah, I
And it's
know.
like something slightly was different about each one of them, and I'm just
Yeah,
like, how are you treating this as a rarity?
yeah.
Because there's so many of them.
It's different than like a trading card being like
Yeah.
X number of 50 in the world of like a fucking like Shohei Ohtani baseball card.
It would have made more sense if it was like there's only like 50 downloads of this or purchases of this one image
Yeah.
versus like 100,000 of this other one.
And then again it's a whole different thing. Like I can just
Copy.
screenshot
Yeah, let me.
unless they got, you know how like Netflix and whatever have like the thing where if you like take if you're like watching it on your phone and you take a screenshot, like when you go back and look it won't show up. If they did that shit before it. That
Yeah,
would
if they
actually
did
be
that,
kind of nuts if they could have done that.
if they
I
could have
would
done
have
that,
I would have respected it a whole lot more if they figured out how to do that shit.
yeah.
Are you kidding me?
I just
Because then they have an actual claim.
Well, there's this guy. I forget what his name is, but he did like a computer art image, whatever. But it wasn't like AI. It was like his own thing, and
Yeah, like digital art.
they look weird as hell. I'm trying to remember his name, but he did one for. I think he still does it. He posts an image like every single day. He's been doing it for the past
Yeah.
like maybe 10 years or so.
Oh wow, okay.
And he was like, as soon as the NFT thing came around, he was like, sure, why not? I'll post a few of these.
Okay.
He made like $11 million in one weekend. That's enough to
Damn.
set you for life and your family.
And again, you know
Like-
what? Good for him.
Yeah.
Good for him because
Well, it's also like he's been doing
yeah,
it.
and also
like,
he's making his own digital art. You know.
yeah.
Like,
And I've been seeing people.
well, and that's
get,
that's the thing. Like there was like, I mean the part I hated about it most was the people on Twitter being fucking annoying about it and being under like the comment section of every single tweet I opened. But
Yeah.
then there's also the people that are like, I don't understand. I don't like crypto and the blockchain and whatever the hell, like the technology. I don't get how it works at all. And there's people that are genuinely interested in that technology and like how
Oh.
it works. And I think that's great because they're
Oh.
genuinely interested in it, you know? But it's like you don't have to be fucking annoying and aggravating about this. Just do what you want to do.
Like at one point, like when all the NFT stuff was going on, my dad literally ran to me and he was like, get into this. He literally was like, see if you can do anything with this.
Yeah.
And I proceeded to watch so much content,
Yeah.
like figuring out how to do it and all that stuff. So now I know how it all works, and
Yeah.
it's complicated but also kind of simple at the same time. But it's also so pointless.
Yeah.
Like it's just like the whole idea of the blockchain. Can't there be multiple blockchains?
I have no idea how any of it works.
It's like so. Let me see if I can remember.
Which goes
how
back to
any of
maybe
it
I
works.
can't criticize it because I don't know how the hell it works, but like,
It's like the whole thing with like Bitcoin and like Ethereum and all that stuff to
Yeah.
where it doesn't seem like there's a cap on it. So it was rare back in the day because not a lot of people have done it. So like the way you get Bitcoin is you basically go on to some certain program which is on the blockchain. And the blockchain is just one string of code that is like everyone's on this one string of code. Everyone can see the same thing. If something new is added to it, everyone can see it. So it was
Okay.
essentially like it was like a refresh.
okay.
And then it was like the blockchain for Bitcoin. And then people would run these programs. It's basically like setting a computer for like mining Bitcoin is like setting a computer to break down all of these mathematical equations
Okay.
for the off chance of getting a single Bitcoin.
Okay.
So back in the day, it was kind of like easy to do because it wasn't really complicated to do. And so people would get like,
Like not a lot of people are doing it either.
yeah,
'cause they
not a
don't
lot of
know
people are
about
doing it. It takes low power, low effort because
Yeah.
it just wasn't as complicated yet. And so people would get like 100 Bitcoin and then it's like, they're like, oh, this shit's useless. And then like 10 years later, all of a sudden a Bitcoin is worth like $50,000 and they're like, I have 100 of these. And so it's like you can just do shit like that. But also it's like, since everything's on the same blockchain, everyone's like, this is the thing. Like, this is it. So then when you buy an NFT, it's on the blockchain and everyone can go, you own this.
Okay.
This is your image. And then it's like, yeah, you can like screenshot or whatever, but you don't have the original file.
Okay.
That's the appeal.
Okay.
Having the original file, but it's
Okay.
not physical.
Yeah.
That's the thing that kind of pisses me off. Now, since Bitcoin and everything's become so kind of like regular,
Yeah.
I think the way it works now is that the systems become so complicated that it's harder to get Bitcoin, but there isn't a cap. So eventually,
Okay.
Bitcoin's
if
going to
you
go
do-
down in value
Okay.
because there's just going to be an
Because there will be
a
a lot more of it as people figure it out.
yeah,
Kinda.
and
Okay.
so I think what's going to happen is they're just going to start coming up with more and more of these crypto coins, and there's just going to be a repeat cycle. But there's no cap to it.
Okay.
If they put a cap on it, then its value will stay the same.
Okay.
But I think because they just didn't put one, it's just going to keep going lower and lower in value.
Okay. So this is gonna end up not good at some point. This
Yeah,
is this is real financial advice, and you should listen to him.
Like, I think the idea, and again, yeah, listen to me.
Yeah, listen to him.
I just
Don't
think
do that.
I just think it's like, if you're able to mine Bitcoin now, mine it, get like 50 Bitcoin, sell
Yeah.
all of it,
Yeah.
because it's just gonna go down in
At
value.
some point, it will go down.
And
If I could time travel, I would go back to like 2011 or whenever and just get a shit ton of Bitcoin.
yeah, I mean, I told you about when I was in 8th grade and I caught my media teacher like mining Bitcoin
Yeah,
on school
yep.
computers. That was
Fire.
smart as
That's
fuck.
fire.
Like, I wonder how much money he actually made off of that. But like, I've thought about running Bitcoin or like mining Bitcoin and all that stuff. You gotta have crazy powerful computers. People would buy like 5 or 6 GPUs and hook them all together to feed into one PC. So that way it's just like but
Okay.
it produces so much heat and all that stuff.
Yeah,
Like,
so you gotta have a whole operation. To do
and
this shit.
also you don't make as much as like the out or like you don't make as much to balance out the power usage like for
Okay.
your like electricity bills and stuff because it's such an energy like hog.
So can you can like buy Bitcoin still though, right? Or do you have to like mine?
You
it?
can buy like straight up Bitcoin.
Okay.
It's just worth $50,000.
Yeah, so that's not happening.
Yeah, and so
Okay.
it's like, even then, if you're at the point where you can buy a Bitcoin, buy the rigs to mine it.
Yeah.
You can buy a rig
true.
for like $5,000.
Actually, that's a good point. You might as well buy the stuff to do it yourself than buying one for however much it is.
Yeah, and so it's like, I don't know. I remember when all the whole crypto thing was coming out, people were making like heaters that would mine Bitcoin at this. Well, it wasn't Bitcoin. I think it was like Ethereum
Okay.
or something.
Like
Which
one of those things, yeah.
yeah, Ethereum is basically the same thing as Bitcoin.
Yeah.
I just don't think it's as like people don't use it as much to
Well, because
for things.
Bitcoin is like the thing.
Yeah, it's like the
even
thing.
someone that has no idea what all this shit is, like, oh yeah, I've heard of Bitcoin.
Yeah, I have like 150 Dogecoin though. I'm waiting for that to come back up.
That shit's never coming back up, and you damn know it.
Hey, it came up 10 cents.
It's never coming up, and you know it.
Oh, Lord, please. I hope Elon Musk goes to Mars and he makes the currency Dogecoin. So then
That's the only way it's getting saved.
if I'm gonna be sitting on 115 Dogecoin for the next 30 years, and Elon's gonna make the currency Doge
How much did it cost you to buy those? To buy that?
like 7 cents.
Okay, well it's fine. Then.
Like,
You're not losing.
I can pull up my Robinhood right now. I haven't looked at a Robinhood.
Yeah,
in
show
a
us
second.
all of your financial information
all of my stock input
right now.
I really don't have a lot. I think I put in like $200 or something like that.
Okay, I need to start doing something like that.
Oh, I lost $8 today.
Let's go.
All time gained 13.
Okay.
Look at
There you go.
Just look at that.
Okay.
Like, I'm trying to remember this. Like, this spike was like December 2nd, and at that point I made $147. I probably
Yeah.
should have pulled out.
I have an app like this that does that, except I put in all the Pokemon cards I have, and it shows me how much they're worth.
Oh, Dogecoin is at 87,000 right now.
87
Oh no, no, not Doge, but Bitcoin.
Bitcoin. Okay.
If Dogecoin was at $87,000 right now, dude, do you think I'd be doing this?
No. I'd be riding your damned coattails if you had that money.
I was about to say I'd probably still be doing this, but just today, dude, just today it went up like $300.
Remember a couple years ago, when a bunch of people bought it before he went on SNL, and then he went on SNL and it tanked.
That's how scary it is with all
Oh
this stuff.
God.
Like when
That's why I don't do this shit, man. I'm like, I don't know what the hell I'm doing, and I'm gonna lose money if I start doing it
dude,
now.
when Trump was in office, like when Trump was just put in office, it was at $103,000.
103 Bitcoin was,
Yes.
and now it's down to 87.
Yeah.
Damn.
And I remember us being in school, Nick. Dude, us being in school, it was at like 60,000 or so. Trump
Yeah.
comes in office, $100,000.
And now it dipped.
And now it's back at like 87, probably going to be back. So, I mean, like, whatever. You can get Bitcoin if you want. And maybe I'm just a big dumb idiot when it comes to all this stuff. I just
Probably is. And I'm an even bigger, dumber idiot.
think Bitcoin is one of those things towards like, don't buy when it's low because it could never come back up.
Yeah.
But other stuff you can buy when it's low. Like if you just like invest in the DAW right now,
In the what?
like DAW, like Jones and DAW, whatever it
Oh,
was.
yeah.
The Dow Jones.
The Dow.
The Dow,
Dow,
whatever.
yeah, okay. Yeah.
Like if you like, that's just it's just the best idea. Like invest when low,
Shit always comes up.
because if you understand it, it's always going to come back up.
At
And I
some
think
point.
it has like 5% interest.
I don't know.
It's some
anything.
crazy number.
Well, and
about
it's
that.
like, I mean, if you had it before and then it dropped and came back up, you might not have made that like as much or whatever.
Yeah.
But I mean, when you buy it low and then it goes up from where you bought it at, then
Mhm.
you're like, I think I don't know what the fuck.
Don't
I'm
take
talking
financial advice from
Don't do
any
it.
of us.
about. Don't do it. I don't have income anymore. Like it's. I didn't tell you about that. My fucking pizzeria closed down.
I was about to say, did you quit? Damn.
No.
It was a little like mom pa thing. So I mean, like,
Yeah,
it's
well,
kinda-
and down it acted like, and it was doing. I saw the writing on the wall for a while, and I'm like, I'm just riding this shit. I was really hoping I could get through the summer with it, at least, and then kind of go from there. But
Hey, dude.
Here I am.
I could give you a good little heads up at my place.
we'll see. Well, I'm gonna finish school,
Mhm.
and then I'm not gonna go anywhere because then I'm gonna be gone for like 3.5 weeks.
Yeah.
So I'm not gonna get a job and be like, oh, by the way, I'm gonna be gone for a month. Is that chill? Even though you just hired me, and then so like there or like JJ's working at like a trampoline park that's right near my house, so I might go there.
Yeah, you could
So
do that.
we'll see. I'm doing stuff at the airport, so I've got something.
Mhm.
I'm like, bro, like
Damn.
damn, yeah, no, oh well,
I mean, hey, you got as much money as you could out of that place. So
pretty much. It was not going well the last couple months.
yeah.
But it's okay. It's all right. I'm honestly more upset that it's closed because they had like it's called I think I like cup and char on like our internal menu or whatever the hell you want to call it. Like when the ticket would come back,
Yeah.
it would say old fashioned pepperoni. And it's more of a northern thing. It's like it curls up a little, it's a little greasier, and it's like spicier, which is why I liked it. And Little Caesars has it actually, but and it's called like Fanceroni or whatever, and I got it, but it's not as good.
Oh,
So I'm
really?
like, that's what I'm most upset about. I can't get that pepperoni down here
Mm.
now.
Would you would you have like the stone pizza oven thing, like the
Like, did we?
yeah?
No,
Oh.
it was a different. So our this is a whole thing. The ones up in Rochester, like the 30 something they have up there,
Mhm.
their like color scheme is like red and white. Or no, red and yellow and like a little bit of white, whatever. Ours was all pink for like cancer because the I could be completely wrong because the owners told me the one time, but like the guy who owns the whole franchise, his first wife, I think, had like died of cancer because this is what they told me, like whatever, however they would cook the pizza,
Yeah.
like it's fine, but like she ate so much of it, and like this gas or whatever, or like the smoke that would get onto it from it, like she would literally, because she ate it like every day, she would eat so much of it, and she got like cancer and died from it, right? So like all our boxes are pink and the whole theme is pink, and there's like a little QR code for like cancer awareness on it. All of that to say, the oven that we got was like a whole different thing, and it wasn't like wood burning.
So are y'all just feeding cancer pizza?
No, we're not doing that. They weren't doing that because the ovens are different, and it's ovens that won't give you cancer. You're not gonna get cancer from eating pizza. I promise you that. Okay?
From my mind just went.
Yeah.
She got cancer from eating too much pizza.
Yeah.
Which
Well,
is
it's
which
like
is
if you
kind of
in-
what.
Well, if you inhale the fumes and shit, right?
Yeah, I
Because
guess.
she's also working on the ovens too.
Yeah.
You know, like it's all that
Yeah.
stuff. All that to say, the ovens we had are like, I don't know what the hell they were, but they're not like wood burning or anything. Even though wood burning pizza is really good.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Anyway, um, Jesus Christ, yeah, the pizza gives you cancer, guys.
I hate that I'm laughing at it, but I laugh at the absurdity of
No,
things.
it does sound absolutely absurd, but it happened. But it's like the fumes and shit from it.
Yeah.
Right? So, dude, guys, Little Caesars and Domino's, and it's not going to give you
Not
cancer.
gonna give you cancer.
Okay?
See, I was thinking about this earlier. I laugh at the absurdity of things.
Yeah.
So it's like people like serious things will go down, and I don't want to name certain serious things I have laughed at.
Yeah.
But like the Pope dying. Okay.
Yeah.
I was like, holy shit. That was my response. I was like, whoa. Like, I just couldn't believe it. And I
Well,
don't know how to
it's more of like a
process it,
shock
so I
value
laughed.
thing. But what
Yeah.
I'm thinking, it's like when your parents are like yelling at you when you're younger,
And you're just
because
like,
you did some stupid, yeah, and you're trying not to laugh.
because you're like, this is fucking wild.
Yeah. And because that's just like, dude, so many times my dad's yelling at me because I did some dumb shit, and I'm like just trying not to laugh. He's like, "What?" I'm like, "I don't want to be laughing, but I am." I'm like, bro,
Is it that we just don't know how to
no, this is an actual thing.
really?
Yeah, and there's like some people that have it worse than others when it comes to that thing. I don't know what. Again, I don't know what it's called, but I know it's an actual thing.
See, I thought it was like maybe we were just grown like we
it's
grew up
along the
not
li-
knowing
it's-
how to process certain
Yeah.
information, and so we're like,
Well,
we're
and
like,
it's like a thing in your brain. It's like along the lines of like laughing, crying, how they like go kind of hand in hand with one another, even though they're like on complete opposite ends of like the emotional spectrum.
yeah.
You know, it's something like that.
Yeah, I just yeah.
That was a great thing we just did.
Just like
Jesus Christ, Will.
laughing
should-
at the Pope dying.
No, just everything we did.
What do you mean everything we did?
The pizza gives you cancer. The Pope dies and we're laughing. We're not.
We're not laughing at the Pope dying. It's
Maybe we
horrible
should
that it
stop doing
happened.
this.
What?
This whole topic. I don't even
What?
know
We could
if
talk
it's a
about
topic.
What?
I don't know.
Our kids are going to look at this
Kids
in
are gonna
the
look at
next
this
like
and they're gonna be fucking,
10, 15 years and
they're
be
gonna
like,
be fucking
be
disappointed.
like, why are y'all laughing about the Pope dying?
They're
It's
gonna
like,
be
we're not
fuck-
laughing
they're
about
gonna
him
be-
dying.
They're gonna be fucking disappointed in us.
I'd be like, we kind of are, but not. We're not laughing because he died. Well,
You weren't even laughing. You're just like, oh shit, that happened, because it's a shock value thing.
yeah, but also there are just other times where I'm like extreme stuff, like when the Palestine and all that stuff started.
Yeah.
That's as far as I'm gonna go. I just remember hearing the news about a bunch of stuff, and I was like, dude, it feels like I'm watching a movie, because it's just like I would have never thought to
I know
see
what
this
you mean.
crazy shit in
Because
real
with
time.
that and just like everything that ever goes on in the world now, it's just, oh yeah, that happened. That's just a thing that happened now. Fucking great.
Yeah, it's like we're almost getting desensitized to
Yeah.
heinous activities.
Yeah.
And it's like we should not be reacting the
not
way that
chill.
we are.
But we are. So
Yeah,
here we are.
It's like it's almost like the same thing when the government was like, "Yeah, we have found you." I think they're no longer like, are they now you? I don't think they're no longer UFOs, right?
What, the New Jersey things?
No. Just like in general, I don't think they're calling them UFOs. I think they're like UAPs, like on a.
Yeah. Fuck. I don't know. I don't know. I don't remember what it stands for, but it's UAP. I'm pretty sure.
But I remember when they're like, "Yeah, aliens exist," and then everyone was like,
Oh yeah, that's a thing. Oh, okay. See, I forgot about that. I forgot that happened.
"Yeah," and it's also so much stuff happens too, to where we're just kind of like,
Well, and it's also, it might be a thing because UFO does not mean alien. UFO could mean like a Russian aircraft that we don't know what it is.
"Yeah,
It could be a French airliner. I mean, it wouldn't be because we'd know, but it's like a French airliner that we don't know what it is. It literally means unidentified. We don't know what it is. Flying.
It's
It's
airborne.
flying object. It's a thing.
Yeah.
You know, like it's airborne. Yeah.
but everyone just goes, oh, UFO aliens."
Yeah. Which no.
But I think they specifically were like, "Yeah, they exist."
Yeah, I don't remember, but I remember that happening, but I don't remember exactly what they said.
And everyone's like, "Well,
Like, oh yeah, that's cool.
I guess I'll go to
and
work."
Again, it's
like,
it's not that there's not a living. Again, for me, it's not that there's not life out there. It's that it's here and we have them.
yeah.
But there's things we don't know about, especially with like. Okay, I did this. Did you do the thing for English senior year where you had to like do a conspiracy thing?
Ooh, I do not remember.
We had to
having
do this.
that.
It was like a board and like an essay where we had to like pick a conspiracy theory and kind of write about it. Where it was some where you like, I mean, you could either like absurdistly defend it and like take that stance and write it like that,
Or-
like, I mean, even if you don't believe in it, like,
Yeah.
because you just for the sake of writing it,
Yeah.
or you go against it,
Mm-hmm.
or what I did, I kind of I argued for, because I did Area 51 and I argued for both. I'm like, there's stuff
Like you can
that
see
they,
both sides.
yeah, there's stuff that they don't explain,
Yeah.
but also the stuff that they don't explain is like a lot of times it was an SR-71 Blackhawk, like a fucking, or a U-2 spy plane that's flying at 70,000 feet, that at the time was literally national security like things because they're flying them over Russia during the Cold War and we
Yeah.
can't know about it because Russia damn sure can't know about it.
Yeah.
Or maybe there are fucking alien UFOs and they have them in there and they don't, again, national security, we can't know about it. So I'm like, here's the argument for this, here's the argument for that, you pick. Anyways,
Man, let's have Trump on the podcast and have him talk about Area 51.
let's have any government official, and I want...
Let's have Putin on the podcast and talk to him
Okay,
about
that
the
might
like,
not be a great idea.
I think Putin would love to have us.
You know what? Yeah, man.
I'll give him some poutine.
Sure. And also, when we say one wrong thing, he'll have us executed.
Nah.
I want the head of Area 51 on. I want to give him truth serum, and I want to ask him about what's going on. I want to know about his new fighter jets. I want to know about the aliens.
We definitely have like some new flying technology.
Oh, there's at least one thing that's flying right now that we have no goddamn clue about. 'Cause
And
that's
also
how it's
like,
been
but it's also
for
probably like some
forever.
new propulsion technology that we have like
maybe.
that is probably so
Maybe.
far beyond our.
Maybe the one that the fighter jet that they're doing right now, I think is going to be tailless.
What do you mean tailless?
It's not going to have tails. Like vertical stabilizers.
Yeah.
Like I don't think it's going to have those.
So what are they just gonna have like engine?
Well, yeah, engine,
stabilizers
well, and
like Iron Man.
the stealth bomber, like the B-2.
Yeah.
You like it's like that. Like it doesn't have the tails, but this is also a whole different thing, because that's not supposed to be like uber maneuverable.
So like, would it just have like extra little like engine ports?
don't know.
Like,
I don't know.
like I would believe it's like Iron Man shit to where he has like little like jets.
Well, they can. Okay, you can fly without a tail.
Yeah.
You can, and like the or you're still talking about whatever propulsion thing that we don't know about.
Well, kind of both, to where it's like if you fly without a tail and it's not that like maneuverable, wouldn't you still be able to have like maybe like little jet areas that you can like maneuver to go
Oh,
up
okay,
and
okay.
like
So this is it's called thrust vectoring, and I
yeah,
mean it's
yeah, like different
literally
thrusters.
okay. And a lot of like Russian like Sukhois use it, and it's literally they will angle the engines in a different way so you can like turn more tightly. Okay, so I know what you mean. Like little boosters that can. Okay,
Essentially.
interesting. That's actually pretty interesting. Okay,
I mean, like, can't
maybe maybe
we
not. Who knows?
like we definitely have planes that are just like have all that fancy fucking like
Yeah,
movie shit,
yeah, we'll see.
but we also definitely have like
There's planes flying right now that we have no idea about, and we're not going to know about for another 10 years.
yeah, but they're also probably using a different fuel source, like just
Maybe.
other like completely alternative fuel source, different alternative way of propulsion technology,
Yeah, maybe, maybe not.
like
There's still, I
like
mean,
movie shit.
their newest one, like the F-35, they need to, like, hide the stuff still.
Yeah.
Like, I went to an air show a couple weeks ago in Lakeland, and they've got them on static display. And number one, so most of the stuff you can just go right up to. And, like, I mean, you could touch it. Probably shouldn't be touching it, but you
Yeah.
could. You can go right up to it. The two F-35s that were on static are roped. They're roped off. They've got the pilots there, and they're like answering questions too. But they're like, "Hey, don't come up to this," you know. And then you could kind of like from where you were, you could like you could see like into the cockpit, like the thing. You could like see where the chair was and stuff.
Yeah.
But they've got like this aluminum foil looking thing covering everything, so you can't look into it.
Man.
So I mean, you still have to keep it classified, even when everyone knows you're flying it. You know.
See, my rule of thumb is we have technology and stuff that the government's letting us see that's publicized, and then
Yep.
we have stuff that it's like, oh, it's like top secret, but it's like
We still know
we
it.
still know
We
about
still
it.
know it exists, but we don't know anything about it.
And then I think there's even one above it. I think it's always they're always trying to be one above that.
Oh, yeah.
And like one or
I'm
two
I'm
ahead
telling you, I'm guaranteeing you there is so much stuff that they're not gonna say anything about, and no one's gonna find out about
until the next
until they
like
reveal
20,
it.
30 years
Yeah.
from now.
Yeah. Yep.
Or until someone catches it on video.
And again, like this U-2 spy plane is this huge thing that they were using a lot during the Cold War for reconnaissance. And it's flying and by the time stuff is doing missions, like nowadays especially, we know it exists.
Yeah.
Know what it looks like, we know what it's called. That's flying over Russia and over the US, and we didn't know what it was. We didn't know it existed. We didn't know they had any kind of platform for that. And it's just flying at 70 something thousand feet. And while it's flying, we don't know about it. Like they didn't announce it.
Is that like a lower altitude to fly at, or is that
No,
like
edge of space.
that's edge? Oh,
Maybe
okay.
okay, maybe
Because I don't know. Like,
I might be getting my numbers wrong with 70,000. I don't fucking know. But like edge of space, it flies.
Well, I just know that I'm trying to remember. I think it's like it's not that far the distance between the surface of Earth and the
No, it's really
edge of
when you
space. Like, it's
when
like
you
what,
think
like-
about it in the grand scheme of things, it's really not.
is I want to say it's like 6 miles.
Yeah, I'm gonna look
that
it
it?
up. I need to make sure. I need to see what this thing flies at because I
'Cause-
don't remember.
Because I remember seeing stuff to where it's like certain mountains that we have today, they would like reach certain points that
Yeah.
would be like
Oh, I am right. U-2 spy plane has a service ceiling of 70,000 feet. And then how much is that in miles? Because we're American and we use miles.
Yep.
13.258 miles.
Okay, so
But
it's
also
not
like,
6 miles.
but the 6 mile thing is basically you half that, and that's what like airliners fly at.
Oh, okay. Which that still
Roughly.
seems that feels low.
It's very low.
But,
I can go 6 miles in 5 minutes on the highway.
Yeah.
Right?
Like it's you just don't like I feel like we just don't really comprehend.
No, but then when you go, but it's weird because when you get up there, it is high. You know, so
We're able to comprehend miles horizontal, not vertical. I
Yeah.
feel like that's just what we've
yeah,
learned
it's,
how to
it's
do.
a weird thing to think about. Oh, it's really not that high up.
Yeah, it's really not. Yeah, 13 miles is only edge of space.
Yeah.
Damn.
Like to the point they have to wear spacesuits because if the pressurization goes out, their blood will instantly boil.
still don't even understand how. Like, I'm
because of the
like,
pressure of it.
I'm such a space nerd. I'm such a
Yeah.
nerd about science that like even then there are probably like basic things where I'm like, how does that work? What
Yeah.
is that?
I just know, like, there's a lot of, I know it does that, or I don't know why, or like how it physically works. I just know you get up there, and and shit hits the fan, and you get depressurized. If they don't have the spacesuit, their shit is boiling
Yeah.
instantly.
Hmm.
How long we been going for? Let me look at this.
Oh, we're about an hour in. That's cool.
Hour 10.
Okay. Well, I feel like this was a.
What a range of topics, huh?
That's how it goes, man. Time to go.
Time to go.
It's time to go.
Time to go from topic to damned topic.
Yep. Are we 7 episodes in and we just realized what the meaning of our show is?
Maybe.
I think
Are we
just
7
did.
in?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Well, we'll talk to y'all next episode. Send this to your grandma, to your friends. Your grandma's going to love us.
Send this to your local U2 spy plane pilot. He's going to love it.
Yeah, they'll absolutely love our conspiracy talks. You know? All right. Well, like, comment, subscribe.
Bye-bye.